What's the most intelligent thing you've witnessed an animal do? When I first got my dog, Murphy, he was still a lanky, awkward ball of energy. Not a barker, not aggressive, just a sweet, curious mutt who liked lying in sunbeams and chewing up socks. When I moved into that apartment with 2 other roommates, I figured Murphy would adapt fine. He did, mostly. One of my roommates, Jeremy, seemed to take some weird interest in the dog from the beginning. At first, it was harmless. He'd make sudden movements near Murphy or jump out with a goofy boo when walking by. Murphy would twitch, maybe wag his tail a bit, not quite sure what to make of it. I thought it was annoying but not threatening. Just a dumb way Jeremy thought he was bonding. But it didn't stop. It escalated. Instead of playful startles, Jeremy started stomping his feet loudly, getting close to Murphy's face and yelling out of nowhere. Sometimes it was when Murphy was sleeping, sometimes when he was eating. Once I caught him slapping his hands on the floor next to Murphy's bed, making the poor dog jolt up in a panic. Jeremy laughed like it was the funniest thing in the world. I told him to knock it off more than once, and every time it was the same. Relax, man, we're just playing. He loves it. Murphy didn't love it. He started avoiding Jeremy, moving quietly from room to room, hiding under my desk when he was home. It all changed one random Tuesday evening. Murphy was lying near the front door, like he always did when one of us was expected home. Jeremy was due back from work, and Murphy perked up when he heard footsteps coming up the stairs. But instead of wagging his tail or heading over to the door like he usually did, Murphy stood up slowly, stretched, then padded silently into the kitchen. I was sitting at the dining table, close enough to see the kitchen entryway, but not in Murphy's line of sight. He tucked himself into the corner just beside the doorway, crouching low, watching, waiting. The front door opened. Jeremy stepped inside, kicking his shoes off and muttering something under his breath. As he turned to walk toward the kitchen, Murphy sprang out from behind the door with one sharp bark, just one, loud and direct, aimed right at Jeremy's midsection. Jeremy screamed. Not a yelp, not a startle. He full-on screamed and dropped his keys. I burst out laughing, more shocked than anything. Murphy trotted over to me, tail wagging, and flopped down at my feet like nothing happened. Jeremy stood frozen in the entryway, white-faced and stunned. What the hell was that? I just shrugged. Guess he's learning from you. Jeremy didn't think it was funny. He stormed into his room and didn't say much the rest of the night. But Murphy? He was calmer after that. It was like he'd gotten it out of his system, like he'd been holding on to that one moment for months. Looking back, I think Murphy figured it out in the exact way a person would. He knew who was picking on him. He knew it was unfair. And when the opportunity came to even the score, he took it. Not violently, just enough to make a point. Just enough to say, I see you. I'm not scared. A couple weeks later, I kicked Jeremy out. That moment with Murphy wasn't the only thing. There were other issues, the kind that make you realize you're living with someone who doesn't respect boundaries of any kind. But Murphy had been the first to act. He'd called it smart dog, smarter than I was at the time.